Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today is tip 95. And today I decided I'm going to talk about why water. So I'll spend a few minutes before I get started on the workday. Why water? The reason I've decided to talk about this today is no other reason than just a gentle reminder to myself. I'm in the middle of quarter end again. It seems like it never ends. But I realized yesterday, I got to the end of the day and I'm like, doggone it. I always fill these big full things of water so that I start every morning with like 90 ounces, close to 100 ounces of water in a couple of containers. And what I realized yesterday is I got distracted and into doing other things and I didn't get the water in. So what I try to like to do when that happens is give myself reminders on why I'm doing something. And for me, the general reminders kind of just give me the motivation to, what I'm going to do is probably set an alarm on the hour. Even Dr. V was saying in group, he makes sure he drinks a bottle of water every hour. So I'm going to make sure that I'm getting a certain amount of water in every hour, just so I don't lose a habit that I've worked so hard to try to gain. And I figure that as part of that, I'll just remind myself of the reasons why water is so important. And I found an article in Medical News Today, and they were talking about the 6 reasons water is so important. And the first one that came up is water is a natural appetite suppressant. We all know that if your stomach's full of water, you don't really want to eat much food. Basically, the reasons why is when the water's full, it sends a message to the brain that the tummy's full so you don't crave foods. It just triggers that. It just triggers that message, and that's a helpful thing. There was a study, they talked about a study that was done on women over 50, that if they drank like 17 ounces of water 30 minutes before a meal, and I know we've probably all heard this before, but if you drink 17 ounces of water before a meal, they were finding that this group of women lost weight over the period of 6 months. And that was 30 minutes before a meal for 6 months. And they lost like 2 to 2.5% body fat over the course of that 6 months on average. Number 2 is water increases calorie burning. Now, I knew about this, but I guess I forgot about it. And it says that your body will burn 2 to 3% in your body will burn 2 to 3% higher amount of calories for 90 minutes after drinking water. And that's another like 17-ounce bottle of water, those 16.9-ounce water bottles we all drink. So that's another good reason to drink that water, is that you'll get 90 minutes of an increased burn. And I've heard that about food, but water's not going to be putting a lot of calories in, so it gives you a few extra calories to burn. The other thing is, this is kind of critical, especially for bariatric patients. Water removes waste from the body. It softens stool. It helps with constipation, and it also helps recover from digestive issues. So water, we already know water is a natural appetite suppressant. We know it increases calorie burns for 90 minutes after we drink it. And now we know that it helps remove the junk from our body that we don't want to stay in there for too long. Number 4 was, this was a good one for me pre-surgery. Not so much now because I really don't drink much more than water. But for those of you that drink other things than water, you can have a lot of calories hidden in liquids. So you might want to take a look at your liquids, because even like protein drinks can be a couple hundred calories. Juices can be a lot of calories. Sodas, coffees. Especially those coffees that you buy, the fancy ones from like Starbucks and that, there can be a lot of calories in your beverages, and sometimes people forget that, so they're not including that in their calorie counts, and that can be sabotaging weight loss if you're trying to lose weight. Studies showed that if people replace 2 high-calorie liquid drinks each day for 6 months, this also resulted in a 2 to 2.5% weight loss over 6 months. So reminder, number 1 is water's a natural appetite suppressant. Number 2 is that it increases calorie burning for 90 minutes after drinking. And then it also helps remove waste products from the body. And number 4 is replacing water with high-calorie beverages will reduce the number of calories you have, and it will help you to lose weight faster. The fifth item was, I didn't know about this one. The fifth item is water is necessary to burn fat. And it talked about that in order to burn fat, your body has to do something called lipolysis or something, which is water molecules interacting with triglycerides to create glycerol and fatty acid. What I found interesting about this, hi Miss Jane Ross, is I remember once when I was always struggling, my doctor hasn't talked about this in a long time, but she used to always tell me that she could look at my blood work, and she was looking at lipids or something like that, and she could tell if I was following a healthy diet. And it made me wonder if some of this is true, like if they're looking at blood work or urine analysis, or maybe it was urine analysis she was looking at. But, oh, have a great day at work, Miss Jane. But if they can look at things, your body is actually triggered into more of a weight loss. And I remember her telling me, it might have been urine she was looking at or blood, I'm not sure which one. But she said she could tell that because your body was burning fat. I don't know exactly how that worked, but this made me think about that when it said that water helps your body turn, your water molecules interact with triglycerides to help remove products. So I thought that was a good thing to know, that water, if you don't have enough water, your body's not operating optimally, and you can't get the greatest benefits from trying to have a healthy diet. The last thing it talked about is water helps with cramps and fatigue, and water molecules, actually it helps with connective tissues, joints, lungs, heart, and other organs. So you definitely want to get your water in for multiple reasons. Just kind of as a quick recap, why water? Why today? Today was just because I noticed I didn't hit my mark yesterday. I'm going to go through a period of time where I'm in a busy season at work, so I'm going to have to really make sure I keep focusing on water. And I thought a general reminder of why water is important would be helpful to me. The number one is it's a natural appetite suppressant. Studies show that you'll burn more calories if you drink water because it increases. For your body to work through the water, you will burn 2 to 3% more calories for 90 minutes after drinking the water. Of course, water helps remove waste products, and we sure don't want those waste products stuck in our body. Number 4 is that you should use it to replace some high-calorie liquids. Number 5 is water is necessary to burn fat. It helps to your metabolism. So let's just make it pure and easy for a non-medical person like me. Water is needed to work your metabolism, so get it in. And then water helps with workouts for fatigue and cramps, and it helps your muscles, connective tissue, and joints. So there's a lot of great reasons for water. I'm going to kind of keep this on my desk to remind myself to keep drinking water today. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day and drink that water. Doc V says on the days that he does group, he makes sure he gets one of those 16.9 ounce bottles every hour on the hour. So maybe that's something to shoot for. If you have to set an alarm on your phone, if you have to have the bottles in front of you, whatever you need to do to keep it in. Because I myself am going to have to put a couple of those tools into play, knowing that I get absorbed in my work and then I forget. And when I got to the end of the day yesterday and realized that I hadn't drank enough, I knew that I want to address it sooner than later, because habits like the water habit was hard for me to gain. So I definitely want to stay on top of it and not let it slide. Hope you have a beautiful day. We've got a little rain today and not much sunshine, but oh, I think there's snow out there too. Well, have a beautiful, beautiful day and drink the water. And enjoy a little bit of weight loss so that we can be more active. Thank you and have a beautiful day.